Okay, here is a screencast of your film assignment. So I'm going to go through and explain the format, your options, and what to think about as you're doing this assignment. So just as a reminder, the film assignment is worth 15% of your final grade. It will be graded out of 100 points. It is due November 29th by 11:59 p.m. You need to email it to me at my normal email address. And so for the format of this assignment, we've watched several short documentaries in class, and in no more than 3 pages, 1.5 spacing, Times New Roman, font, write an essay that responds to the documentary and prompt of your choice. So you have the option of 4 documentaries that we watched with 4 prompts. When you are responding to the prompt and you're using evidence or you're referencing clips from the video, you will need to reference them at the end by using time. So for example, if you're making a comment on something that happened when Worlds Collide, and the scene or the information that you're discussing happens to happen at 7 minutes and 34 seconds and it lasts until 11 minutes and 55 seconds, that's how you would reference it at the end of the sentence that you're using when discussing your ideas. You're also free to cite other academic sources related to the topic. You should use Chicago style of citation, which there's tons of information on that online. But you should use Chicago style citation when you're citing sources outside of the video. So again, as a reminder, for the video itself, when you're referencing clips, you use the time of the clip at the end of the sentence. And if you're using anything external, you should use Chicago style of citation. So the 4 videos that you can choose from are When Worlds Collide. The prompt for When Worlds Collide is to evaluate the Columbian Exchange. What impact did European contact have on the Americas? Likewise, what impact did the Americas have on Europe? The second video is Civilization, Is the West History? Historian and narrator Ferguson compares and contrasts the scientific and political developments of the 18th century Europe and Ottoman Empire. Why did he title the documentary Civilization is the West History? The third choice is Egalitarian for All, dealing with the Haitian Revolution, and so you're going to want to evaluate the political and social factors that led to the Haitian Revolution. As a result of the revolution, did Haiti truly achieve an egalitarian society? And then finally, more recently, we just watched The War of the World. Historian and narrator Ferguson opens the episode by stating, in order to justify the killings, human beings defined others as aliens. Why did he use this analogy? So again, you have 4 options. You will pick one of the 4. The one option that you choose, you will respond in no more than 3 pages, 1.5 spacing, Times New Roman. You'll make sure that you cite specific clips that you're using from the video by using the time frame as exampled here, and then anything external in terms of relevant sources, you will use Chicago style of citation. The next page is a rubric, so you're being graded over 3 big areas. 30 points of the 100 come from the introduction and thesis that address the prompt that you select. So you'll need to go through and look at what I'm asking for. So if you're going for full points, you'll have a well-developed introduction that engages the reader and creates interest. It contains details and background information about the topic. You have a thesis, and it clearly states significant and compelling position in response to the prompt that you select. You also need to use evidence and critical thinking. And so if you're going for the full score of 50 points, you'll need to cite more than 3 specific scenes and cinematic elements. You'll need to give opinions and judgments based on carefully chosen evidence. So when you find a piece of evidence that you think addresses the prompt, you'll also need to make sure that you elaborate on it and you explain the evidence and how it's related. Your paper, of course, should have a conclusion that logically follows from the examples that you provide. And then finally, 20 points of your paper, you'll be graded on your mechanics. There's no significant grammar, punctuation, or spelling errors, and you follow the format guidelines as I stated at the start. So I wish you luck. Please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. Again, the assignment is due November 29th by 11:59 p.m. Good luck.